All right, everyone, A-Fizzle here for this 43rd installment of Monday Vibes for Monday, November 1st, 2021. That's right, we're officially in November. 2 months, which means only 8 episodes left of Monday Vibes before we are done. The countdown is on. Now let's get on to it because I really don't have much to talk about and I really want to keep this as short as possible. First and foremost, rest in peace to news anchor Jovita Moore. I was at work Friday when I heard the sad news, and I did a little bit more research. She passed away Thursday. Now, I found out Friday while I was at work that she passed, and she battled 7 months of brain cancer. So, I don't know if she was out of work all that time, or she worked up to a certain point. I'm pretty sure she was probably not at work in October. But, it is pretty sad that she lost her life due to brain cancer. And my heart goes out to her family. And I heard through the grapevine, she is very well respected in Atlanta. She was the anchor of WSB TV. And normally I do the whole WSB as a joke when I'm talking about sports live. But no, she seriously worked at WSB TV. She was there for quite some time. Because I remember when I started my Facebook page for the Braves back in 2013. Mark Zuckerberg, that's for you. Did something on the page for no fucking reason, but that's besides the point. I digress. But I remember she was at WSB at that time, so she was there for at least 8 years minimum. I don't know how long she really was there, but like I said, she was very well respected in the Atlanta area. A lot of people had something good to say about her. I know Asia Green said that she was her favorite newscaster, so definitely got a lot of love. And in Atlanta, news stations carry in Noonan and northern part of Atlanta. So there's no telling how many supporters she had outside of Atlanta. Now, obviously, we don't get Atlanta news stations here because we got our own news stations. So we didn't get a chance to really see her in action down here. I think the furthest ever, like the closest they come to Atlanta, maybe Meriwether County. I'm not sure. I don't know LaGrange gets them, but there's a chance they may do because when you watch a Braves game, they was talking about Mike Patton. They was talking about Mike Patton, the car company in LaGrange. And saw that, I was like, wait a minute. They only talking about Mike Patton down here. So maybe LaGrange gets some news stations. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, really sad to see her lose her life, though. And then on top of that, she just had a birthday early in October. She had just turned 54 years old, and she only was able to see 3 weeks of age 54 before her life came to a tragic end. In other news, Atlanta Braves. Oh boy, you know what? I'm pulling up at work. Let me park my car right quick and let me clock in right quick, and then I will talk more about the Braves because we need to talk. We seriously need to talk. Now that I'm clocked in and on the clock, let's talk about these Atlanta Braves. It does suck to lose Game 5, opportunity to close it out. Appreciate everyone who came into the stream last night. That stream was damn near 5 hours long. I know I started about 7:30-ish, about 7:30, and I streamed all the way to about close to 12:30. I was tired as fuck, y'all. Well, I wasn't really tired because I still managed to drag my brown ass here, but nonetheless, I was pretty tired this morning. I honestly did not want to get up, and I honestly need another drink right now, but now we're going to mess through this workday. Yeah, that's what it is. But Atlanta Braves, I say the biggest blame for this loss yesterday was the intentional walk, in the 5th inning where you walk Alex Bregman. And that really pissed me off. Not that the Braves lost, because I don't get pissed off or angry or, want to throw stuff after a loss anymore. Well, I never really threw anything after a loss, but you get my point. I don't get pissed off or angry anymore because, one, I never had anger issues, and two, getting angry is not going to solve anything, especially if you feel like the same shit is just going to keep happening. But that 10% pissed me off when we intentionally walked Alex Bregman because you're in the World Series. You cannot be walking batters, no matter how good they are, because you don't get to the World Series by being afraid. You know, when you're in the World Series, you got to go for the juggler. You got to go for the kill. You just got to get it done one way or another. Challenge him. If he hits off you, then, hey, he deserves it. He earns it. But you don't know. You probably could have got him out, and you probably could have found a way to get out that inning and still maintain a 5-4 lead, in which the dynamic of that game could have went entirely different. I'm a huge believer in momentum, and I feel like the Astros gained full momentum in that game after that intentional walk because they feel like, hey, they scared to go after us. I feel like we got in their head, and I feel like the Astros really got his Nick's head. Now, I'm not going to beat Nick up too much because a lot of Braves fans already done that. The only thing I would get him knock on is that, look, I would have started Max Fried too. Now, I was telling Braves fans just, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's already said and done. We got to ride with Tucker Davidson. But in all honesty, I felt like the Braves could have started Max Fried. Or if you didn't want to start Max Fried, you want to save him for a maybe Game 6, which is now necessary, you could have started Drew Smyly. Drew Smyly has experience with starting. And he played pretty good. Yeah, he gave up 2 runs, but he played pretty damn good. I feel like if you had him in from the get-go, he could have given you 4 to 5 solid innings. And I feel like the Braves still could have maintained that lead after the 5th inning, which, like I said, which could have made the game go in a different direction. You never know. And then if you were to blow it after Drew Smyly left and you want to have to go to the Game 6 anyway, then you'd have to start Max Fried. Now, you're in a position, Snit, you have to start Max Fried. You have no choice. Because, I'm going to be honest, because Drew Smyly already played yesterday, you got to start Max Fried tomorrow. If you don't start Max Fried, you start another unknown. I don't know who it is. Like, Braves country never heard this person. If you start another unknown, I am 100% convinced that you want to blow the series and lose. I'm convinced. I'm not convinced yet. Snit, you got to prove it to me. If you want to win, you better show it tomorrow in Game 6. Because a lot of these Braves fans who are all around Atlanta sports fans who are never confident as it is, the Super Bowl derailed that back in 2016. You give them a chance to buy in and believe and actually start to be confident. And then all of a sudden, you're derailing their confidence all over again because they're afraid that what happened last year is going to rear its ugly head. I don't think it's going to happen. You feel like you go through one collapse, you can't do it back-to-back years. So I'm 100% confident that the Braves are going to win this series. Now, how to get it done? I don't know. Now, I will go on a limb and say if they lose Game 6, I'm not going to feel good about Game 7. I'm not saying that the Braves will lose Game 7 because stranger things have happened, This was the same Astros team that had was down 3-0 to the Tampa Bay Rays in ALCS last year, and the Astros battled back to tie it up and send it to Game 7 before losing Game 7. So you never know. It's baseball. It's sports. Things can change in a heartbeat. Braves can win Game 6, and win it all. The Astros can win Game 6 and force a Game 7. And if that happens, whoever wins, wins. Now, if the Astros do come back and win, will I feel like they deserved it? Mostly, yes. It depends how they play in Game 6 and Game 7 if they shall win those games. Now, Game 2, they really deserved it, though. I'm not going to be one of the ones who be like, oh, it didn't matter. Game 2 mattered. I don't want to hear this motion that, oh, the Braves got one in Houston, so they don't care anymore. No, you got to care because, that could be the determining factor whether you could have swept or you could blow a 3-1 series lead. You got to treat every game as it matters. This is the World Series. This is not a meaningless regular season game against the Miami Marlins or the Baltimore Orioles, something like that. You got to get it done. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just no excuse, So, yeah, this is why the Braves lost Game 5. Snicker for starting Davidson over Smyly or Fried. Not scoring another run after the 3rd inning. That intentional walk in the 5th inning. An abundance of walks between A.J. Minter and Tucker Davidson. My God, man. I said Dylan Lee may be worse than motherfucking Luke Jackson after that little debacle he played in that 1st inning, either Game 3 or 4. It might be Game 3, because I think I was in town when it happened. But goddamn, Tucker Davidson also may be worse than Luke Jackson. I don't want to beat him up too bad because this was his first start, but goddamn, why are you starting these first-time pitchers in a World Series? You cannot do that. If you want to play them in a World Series, that's fine, but later in the game, like the 7th or 8th inning, you can plug in a Tucker Davidson. You can plug in a Dylan Lee. You cannot have these guys start. I get that Charlie Morton is out. I get that Braves never had Mike Soroka the entire season, but still, that doesn't give you the reason to go out there and pluck these unknown nobodies that we never heard of and never saw on the diamond until now and expect them to win. It's not going to happen. And that's what's frustrating about Brian Snitker to a lot of Braves fans. You wonder why some Braves fans are called for Snitker's head. I'm just saying, if they know the walks between Tucker Davidson and AJ Minter, I feel like, you're up 4-0. And you got opportunity to really put this game away early. But no, we're walking these batters, walking them. And after a while, the more you keep walking, the better opportunity you give them to strike. And I'm not talking about strike 1, 2, or 3. I'm talking about strike while the iron's hot, as in make you pay for it. And that's exactly what the Astros did in the 2nd and the 3rd inning. You kept walking them, and they made you pay for it. And that's why they started chipping away at the lead that the Braves did have. Freddie Freeman did try to give us back the lead. He did with the home run, but you don't score any more runs after the game. And that was damning. Granted, defensive matchup, blah, blah, blah. But you mean to tell me you can only muster up 5 runs in the first 3 innings and no more after that? Of course you're going to lose. Especially when your pitcher is walking all these batters, of course you're going to lose the game. But nonetheless, I feel like the Astros halfway deserve this win because I feel like the other half, and normally I hate going this route, but it is facts. Halfway, the Braves gave this game to the Astros. All these walks, man. I feel like the Braves gave the Astros that game last night because I felt like, I'm not going to make excuses, but Astros, you won Game 5. You keep your season alive. So it was a disappointing way to close out the A. You got an opportunity to win the World Series in front of your fans, and you put up that dud. Got to do better, Braves. Hopefully we come out tomorrow, go ahead and win it, get this series over with, be done with it, and maybe, just maybe, if the Braves were to close this out Tuesday night, or they go to Game 7 and close it out Wednesday night, well, I can't do the crib Thursday because it's my cleanup day, but if they close it out tomorrow, you might get a special crib Wednesday morning before work. If they close it out Wednesday night in Game 7, you'll get a special crib Friday morning. That's how it's going to be. But yeah, I won't be able to stream any more games, so hopefully tomorrow will be the last baseball game of 2021. We shall see, man. We're going to see if the Braves really won it or not. Going to Game 6, going back to Houston. Now we can talk about it. I was telling Braves fans, don't talk about Game 6 in Houston. Don't talk about going back to Houston until it actually happens. So now it's actually going to happen. Now we can talk about it. Yeah, disappointing. Very disappointing. And I agree with Sports Live on one thing. Well, 2 things. I did say if the Braves don't win Game 6, I'm not gonna feel good about Game 7. But the other thing I can agree with him on, if you're all around Atlanta sports fan, all the letdowns y'all experience, man, through all the teams in North Georgia, yes, it's going to be very hard for y'all to get confident and get up for your team. So I can't blame y'all for not being confident. I can't blame y'all for being nervous and worried. But I'm just going to tell y'all this. Like, if some of the Braves fans are still 100% confident, let them. Let them be 100% confident. Don't tell them they shouldn't be. Like, just because you're not confident because you're an Atlanta sports fan doesn't mean that they shouldn't be confident, because half of the Braves fans are not all around Atlanta sports fans. Half of these Braves fans are fans of other teams that actually won championships. Look at Robbie White and Rise Up ATL. They're Alabama fans, so they know how it feels to win championships. Look at Dylan Blurton. Tennessee Volunteers haven't done anything in quite some time. The Vols won it all in '98. Oh, and long time, for Alabama, and the Cowboys. So for him. So, some of us know how it feels to win championships. So you can't just say, oh, the Braves can't get it done, so we should never be confident in the Braves getting it done because it's an Atlanta team, even though we don't root for the Falcons or the Hawks or Georgia Tech or Atlanta United or Georgia Swarm, whatever. So, yeah, that's kind of my knock that I do have about Atlanta sports fans. But, I'm not going to tell y'all to have faith, Atlanta sports fans, if y'all are not confident. Don't be confident. If you feel that way, feel that way. But the ones who are confident, let them. It means they feel good about the team. They know that the Braves can get it done. It's about whether the Braves will get it done or not. And me personally, and this is why I don't get worried anymore. I don't get nervous or anything because, either the Braves are going to close this thing out and be done with it, or they're going to blow it. And I'm not going to talk about what's going to happen if the Braves shall blow it because that doesn't happen. It has not to come to an existence, so I'm not going to talk that into existence. That's why I'm telling people. I'm going to let y'all know. Do not ask me what I'm going to do if the Braves blow this series because that's going to be my answer. I'm not talking into existence because it hasn't happened, and we don't know if it's going to happen. Just like we don't know if the Braves are going to win it. Who knows? We'll cross that path if we get there. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Monday Vibes. A real short one. Like I said, we're in November now. I don't think I'm planning on streaming anything this upcoming weekend, but you never know. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all are probably wondering, am I going to go to Atlanta this weekend for Sports Live and Where You Hiding? Where You Hiding's birthday is next Monday. It's next Monday, not this Monday. And he's probably going to do something this weekend. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. We'll have to see. Like I say, my service, I got to get car service. I'll probably get that done this week. I might have to call up to Kia, see what's going on with that. I got about another 600 miles, but if I can get it done ASAP, then that'll be good for me. So, yeah, I think we'll see. So I really have no intention to come back to Atlanta in a foreseeable future right now. It wasn't in the cards. So that's why I'm not sure yet. So, but anyways, I'm going to get up out of here. Let me get back to work. So, y'all have a good Monday. Y'all have a good week. Braves, let's go ahead and close this thing out, man. Stop bullshitting, man. Go ahead and close it out. Tampa Bay Lightning, I think they're like 3-1, some shit like that. I'm not worried. I know the Florida Panther fans are giddy because they're undefeated. Okay, let me know how that goes come playoff time because you can be first place of the division and win the President's Cup, but we already know what the Panthers are going to do. They're going to fall apart in the playoffs, so it won't be anything new. I'm not saying the Lightning are going to go three-peat. It might not. We shall see. But one thing I can guarantee, the Lightning will be in the playoffs again, and then we'll press our luck from there. But yes, till next time, A-Fizzle signing out. I'll holler at y'all later. Tune back next week for episode 44 on Monday Vibes, Monday, November 8th, Veterans Day week. And I think that may be it. I'm out.